Quickly looking at our moments in current affairs. Russia just now lost another extremely rare weapon system in the Ukraine. A recently released video revealed that the Russian forces have lost another extremely rare and very expensive weapon somewhere along the front lines of Donetsk. So, when we look at it, this is exactly what they are talking about. The video was shared on Telegram channel of Andrei Yamark, Ukraine's head of the presidential office. And according to Newsweek's Nick Morwandovich, it captured the exact moment that TOS-1 or TOS-1A thermobaric multiple rocket launcher vehicle exploded after it was struck by Ukrainian forces. Mordawanek called for the destroyed Russian vehicle one of the most dangerous weapons in existence, and he did so for very good reason. Russian thermobaric rocket systems are the ones of the world's deadliest armaments. Designed in the late 1980s as a heavy flamethrower system, according to Military Today, TOS-1 was made for directly firing into advanced infantry and tank units by spreading flammable gas onto the battlefield. It is extremely effective against entrenched personnel, Military Today noted, and it also used to clear out buildings, field fortifications, and bunkers. I know it's going down in the Ukraine right now. Definitely hope a resolution can be found to this conflict that's happening that side. The international community has issued Zimbabwe with a sharp warning. Hold free and fair elections, or face the cold shoulder in its desperate bid for even more financial aid as it tries to clear a massive $14 billion debt. Zimbabweans will make their mark this year in a period that's become synonymous with violence and political intolerance. Now, it's hoped that the pressure will force officials to run a tight ship and keep critics happy and the money flowing. A debt clearance meeting was held in Harare this week, where former Mozambican President Joaquim Chissano made it clear that the creditors and development partners would not consider aid unless Zimbabwe government does toe the line. The landmark court judgment for the first to rule that racial, ethnic, and social origin harassment constitute unfair discrimination under the Employment Equity Act Code of Good Practice. This distinguishes it from its predecessors, which recognized only sexual harassment. A recent judgment by the Labour Court has demonstrated the consequences of an employer's failure to meet its obligations in the case involving unfair discrimination allegations. The Code of Good Practice on Prevention of Elimination of Harassment in the Workplace recognizes different forms of harassment as unfair discrimination in terms of the Employment Equity Act of 1998. The code outlines employers' obligations in the case involving harassment and allegations. Although there was no announcement of the wealth tax this year, the government is tightening up the rules for tax requirements and trusts. The perception that the South African Revenue Service is out to get the little guy is not true, insists Commissioner Edward Kieswetter, who says he has figures to back him up. During his tenure at SARS as the deputy commissioner, which predated the state's capture era, Kieswetter was responsible for creating units that targeted high net worth individuals. SARS' re-establishment of a division to focus on the tax affairs of the wealthy 2 years ago, and in September last year, it issued a warning about heightened scrutiny and trusts, citing the analysts of tax compliance as well as trust by their beneficiaries. We continue as it is 26 minutes after 9.